The high temperature is expected to top out in the mid-90s in Louisville, Kentucky on Sunday, and that's quite appropriate because the two programs doing battle on the field at Papa John's Stadium are red hot, and they're expecting to have big years. Hi, everybody. I'm Russ Eisenstein, the voice of the Ohio Bobcats, and welcome to Bobcat TV's Week 1 preview. It's the Bobcats of Ohio and the Cardinals of Louisville. Last year, Ohio went 9-4. They were champions of the Independence Bowl. Louisville went 11-2. They chomped down on the Florida Gators in a sweet Sugar Bowl. It is apropos that these two teams meet because both athletic departments are experiencing golden eras. At Ohio, the Bobcats have gone to 4 straight bowl games. They've won back-to-back bowl contests. Parlay that with the rest of the winning in the department, men's basketball and other sports, plus increased revenue, increased exposure, and increased notoriety nationwide. That all means that this is the golden era of Bobcat athletics. Louisville, same deal. How about this past year? Their men's basketball program won their 3rd national championship and their 1st since 1986. The women's basketball program went to the finals of the NCAA tournament. The College Baseball World Series had Louisville in it again for the 2nd time in the 2000s. Their softball team went to Oklahoma City to the College World Series for the women. Their volleyball team went to the NCAA tournament as well. Their revenue is high. Their interest is high. And they're most certainly a banner program for big-time athletic programs across the nation. A lot of people are following what Louisville's doing and how they're doing it. The one thing that both have in common, Ohio and Louisville, they feel that they can reach even greater heights. Ohio was in a showcase game last year, had the spotlight on them at Penn State, and Ohio won there. This time, it's another spotlight game, one of 2 games on Sunday, the only one on ESPN. The other one that day is a battle for Colorado and Colorado State. So Ohio's experience at Penn State will help, but this is a different animal. Louisville is better than that Penn State ball club. Louisville is the 9th-ranked team in the country. If Ohio does get this victory, it's the first one in 17 tries against a ranked opponent, and most certainly it would be the biggest non-conference win ever in the history of this football program. So let's take a look at the Cardinals. Let's see the hand the Bobcats will be dealt by the Cards.
Louisville football has never been better, and that says a lot considering the Cardinals went to 9 straight bowl games once. The last in that run was the 2007 Orange Bowl win over Wake Forest. The Cards have bowled in each of the last 3 years, and the 33-23 win over Florida in the Sugar Bowl in January was arguably their biggest win in program history. Charlie Strong is in his 4th season as Louisville's head coach. They've won 25 games in those 3 years. Louisville football has been synonymous with a high-powered, up-tempo, eye-popping offense. The tradition continues with a legitimate Heisman Trophy candidate at quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater is a junior from Miami. In his first 2 seasons as a starter, he's thrown for 5,800 yards and 41 touchdowns, 3,700 yards and 27 TDs last season. Junior wide receiver and hometown boy Devontae Parker had 744 of those yards and paced a group of 10 that had 100 yards or more receiving last year. He accounted for all 10 of his touchdowns in the final 9 weeks of the season. Damian Copeland, another one of an NCAA leading 39 Florida natives on their roster, had a team-high 50 grabs in 2012. The running game got a big boost from Michael Dyer. The 5'9", 215-pound Auburn transfer was the BCS Championship MVP in 2011. With all of that talent, their 50th best total offense from last season should be more productive this season. For the 2nd straight year, Strong's sturdy defense finished in the top 25 in total D, 23rd in 2012, but he wants them to cause more havoc. They had 22 sacks, intercepted 11 passes, and gave up 340 yards and 24 points per game. Senior safety Hakeem Smith was a 3-time All-Big East performer who will make his 39th straight start on Sunday, and his numbers have been just as consistent, with over 70 tackles in each of his first 3 seasons. Middle linebacker Preston Brown is 6'2", 260 pounds. The Cincy native had 109 tackles last year. 13 came in the Sugar Bowl. The red and black was money in the red zone last year, scoring in 53 of 57 trips. 37 were touchdowns, and if they got there and kicked a field goal, John Wallace hit it. He was perfect from inside of 40 yards away.
This is meeting 5 in the all-time series. Ohio has won 2. Louisville has won 2. The Bobcats have taken the last 2 in the series, but the last meeting was back here in Athens in 1959. This is the first trip to the Bluegrass State since October the 2nd of 2004 when the Bobcats clubbed Kentucky. It was a 28-16 winner, and it wasn't even that close. Scott Mayle had 2 touchdown catches, and Calvin McRae put the nail in the UK coffin with a touchdown in the 4th quarter. Should be fun on Sunday. Should be a great battle on Sunday. Our coverage starts on Saturday. It continues through the week here on Bobcat TV, but the radio network has a kickoff special live from 5 until 6 o'clock from our palatial broadcast booth at Papa John's Stadium. Rob Cornelius and Grant Burkhart and I will preview the season and the matchup between Ohio and Louisville. Then our game day coverage on Sunday starts at 2:30 with the kick at 3:30. The game's on ESPN, but make sure you tune that down a little bit and you put Bobcat Radio up. All right, you're set to go for week 1 of the season. Ohio and Louisville. For Tanner Smith and for Tony Ermain, I'm Russ Eisenstein. This is Bobcat TV.